All right, Shalom, 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 Israel. I want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakatash. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of the house of David. We've been ruling well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. It's going to be a quick verse of the day. We're going to start it off. Is the book of Sirach, or Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, who thou knowest to keep the commandments of Yahweh, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Right, so the scripture says, be continually with a godly man, who thou knowest to keep the commandments. Right? Now, it does not mean that we're not going to go off. But be with a brother that's godly, that knows to not, break the law, statutes, and commandments willfully. Know that it's a sin. Know that it's going off, and they're still doing it. Right? So be around people that know to keep the commandments. That know to keep the feast days. Right? Because the group that you hang around, hey, that shows a lot about you. A lot about how your character is. Right? You can't just be okay just being around ungodly men. Right? So that's why I say be continually with a godly man. Right? That's going according to the way that you are going. Right? That teach the same doctrine. Right? That's not going getting tossed to and fro. Right? That's going according to the way you are going. Right? That's very, very important. Right? The people who you hang around shows a lot about your character, man. You are, it's the old saying, you are who you hang around. Right? So the group of people, the men that you hang around, are very, very important in these last days, man. Right? It can be detrimental. Right? So that's why I say that is according to thy mind. Right? You can't be in a group of people and y'all are teaching a different doctrine, man. Right? Y'all got different morals and ways of life. Can't be in a group that's somebody that don't want to keep the law, statute, commandments. Can't be in a group that with somebody who don't want to read, who don't want to study, who don't want to get in order, man. Right? That's what this is talking about. Let me see if I got another one. So 30. Let me see. Might be 39. All right. Bear with me. All right, this is what I was looking for. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 36. And it reads, and if thou seest a man of understanding, right, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. So you see a man of understanding, a godly man. He's doing right. Right? He crossing every checklist when it means to be a man of understanding, right? And first of all, what's a man of understanding? All right, let's get Sirach. 33 and 3. Here we go. Sirach 33 and 3. This is a man of understanding. Right? It said, a man of understanding trusteth in the law. Now we just read in Sirach 37. Continue with a godly man, who thou knowest to keep the commandments. A man of understanding trusteth in the law, and the law is faithful to him as an oracle. Right? So that's a man of understanding. A man of understanding is a man that keeps the law, statutes, and commandments. Not a nigga. Right? It said, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes him right? Get close to him. Hey, you should be that brother friend. And it say, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. I mean, hey, you following his footsteps, right? And ultimately, we know who is that man of understanding, who is that righteous example. That's Yahweh Shai, right? But it's cool to get an elder, a man that's been doing this longer than you, right? Verse 37, it said, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of Yahweh and meditate continually in his what? Commandments. Right? The commandments should be on your mind, as Joshua 1:8 tells us to do. Meditate day and night. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire. Right? And that goes back to Sirach 1:5. Sirach 1:26. It said, if thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments. Right? But the point of this lesson, or this verse of the day is, hey, be continually with godly men. Watch who you hang around. Right? Prove a friend. Watch how they move. Watch their fruits. Right? And you'll be all right in these last days. And trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.